Welcome back to my channel. I have a grocery haul for you today. I'm just going to run through real quick just to show you what I got from the store. If you've seen my other grocery hauls, you know that I shop at Walmart, so I do the Walmart grocery pickup, and I try to do that at least twice a month. And some are bigger than others, and this one I'd say is a fairly big one. Than what I normally would get. So I'll just run through all of this stuff with you really quick, guys, and just show you what I shopped for today. So over here we have pasta sides. This is the first time I've gotten these in a while, but I wanted to have a different type of side for dinner. Usually we just do vegetables, sometimes canned goods, but I just wanted to try these because this is something I haven't purchased in a while. So I've got cheddar and broccoli pasta side. I got 2 of those. And then I do have more. I ended up getting chicken flavored rice pasta blend. So I got 2 of those. And then I got another cheddar and broccoli. Okay, so it looks like I got 5. So those are real good for dinner. The kids like them, and plus they're quick and easy. So I am glad that I got those. I also got some guac, so we can't go wrong with that. I got a big one, just for chips, dips, whatever. And then I got, my mom loves these, so I got some dill pickles, whole, medium size. And so she loves these. These are like her favorite snack. And then I just got some Great Value less sodium, soy sauce. We ran out of that, so I got some more of that. And then I got some canola oil, which I use in some of my meals. And then I've got some canned goods here. Usually I'll get beans, which I've gotten. And then I'll get some vegetables like peas, carrots, and green beans. And I just got Great Value brand. Again, it's not a big deal, just depends. I'm pretty good at seasoning my vegetables to make them super yummy, just in case. But I've gotten Great Value before, and I'm happy with it. And I got these canned mushrooms that I like to sometimes throw in some meals that I'm cooking. And then I've got some diced tomatoes, which I usually put in spaghetti. And I got black beans, which I always get, green beans, and probably another can of, so we got kidney beans. I don't think I bought those before, but I guess I just wanted to try them. And then we have my wine, which I can't forget. I usually try to get about 10 because I have a wine rack that you can see over there, that I put them in. And so I just try to make sure that I have a pretty large collection, and I don't get big bottles. So I get always probably 3 or 4 of my favorites, which are going to be the Merlots or the Cabernets, because I'm a red wine drinker. And then I'll go on and get the Zinfandels and the Chardonnays. I'm not big on, I'm a cheap wine drinker. I don't spend a lot of money on wine. I can go either way, but typically I'm going to always buy the cheapest wine on the shelf because I'm happy with it. So I've got those. And then I've got, they didn't substitute this time, so they must have had the Great Value waffles. Last time I did a grocery haul, they didn't, and they gave me Eggo. But it doesn't matter. The kids like them both, so they're happy with them. But I got 2 of these, and it's a 24 count, and they're half the price as Eggo. So I typically go for these, and they're good. And then I got this. This is mostly for my mom, family size Special K with berries. She loves that cereal. And then for my spaghettis, I usually get about 4 cans of this if I'm having 2 spaghetti dinners, because I use about 1.5 to 2 per spaghetti dinner. And I'll do a video to show you guys how I make my simple spaghetti, just so you can see. My kids love it. Anyway, so I just get different kinds, usually roasted garlic or an herb or whatever, just to kind of make it more flavorful. And then I've got some produce here. I've got some potatoes. I like to get the mini red potatoes. Super easy to cook and throw in with your dinners. And then I got a red onion. And then I've got some iceberg lettuce. Also got romaine lettuce. And then I've got some cabbage, which I love to cook stovetop. I stir fry this. And then I've got some green bell peppers. I got 3 of those. And then we'll move on to non-food items. I've got my famous Unstoppables, my Lush, my favorite scent. And I told you guys about this one in my last video, and I went ahead and bought another one. I usually get the largest one because I use a lot of this in my wash. And I just decided to get a scrub brush for the kitchen because I don't have a scrub brush. I just have sponges, so I just wanted to have this handy for those harder to wash dishes. So I just bought one of those, super cheap. And I just bought a cheap pack of these because on Amazon I have a reoccurring order for Dawn dish soap, which comes with a scrub brush from Scotch, I think. And so I don't have one coming for another month, so I just decided to go ahead and get some more sponges since I won't see that order for a little bit. And then I got Easy Off oven cleaner because my oven is crappy right now and I need to clean it badly. Not going to do it today, but I wanted to make sure I bought this and had this handy. This is like $5, not cheap at all. And then I got toothpaste for the kids. I got them a 3-pack, so I didn't have to get any more for some time. And then I got magic erasers. If you have children who are rough on walls, this is good to have. You can use this in the bath though, but I typically use this. You can use it anywhere, but I like to use it on my walls because it gets those hard nicks off. Baseboards too. So I don't typically use this in the bath. I use this on walls and baseboards and places where kids like to, tear up your walls. So I like to keep those, and I get the durable ones because the other ones tear real easy. And then I got one can of Febreze. I usually get a 2-pack, but I have one that I haven't used yet, so I just got one. I prefer linen scents when I'm in the house for the most part in certain areas, especially bathrooms, because it's just more neutral. And yeah, so just got one of those. And then I got Suavitel. I haven't purchased this in a while for fabric softener. I usually get Snuggle, but I decided to go cheap this time and get this one. It was like $2 something. So it's pretty good for 37 loads. And it smells really good too. And then I finally got my conditioner. They used to call it, I feel like it was Mega Moisture. And I don't know, I didn't see Mega Moisture when I was doing my checkout. So I just went ahead and did Miracle Moist. I don't know if they maybe changed it from Mega to Miracle or if they just didn't have the Mega and I didn't notice it because I don't remember a Miracle Moist. But my hair loves this. This is what I wash and go in along with another conditioner I use, but this is my main one because it really does offer so much moisture to my natural hair. I have 4C, 4B hair, and it actually does really well with this when I leave it in. So got some of that. I got some batteries for the kids because they have an activity that I purchased involving this paint type of machine, and it needs C batteries. So they haven't been able to use it for probably like a year now because they've got it at a birthday like a year ago. So I finally decided to buy batteries so that we can use it. And got some pasta. I've got the spaghetti noodles for my spaghetti. I got 2 packs, one for each dinner. And then I got these egg noodles because I saw some recipes that I wanted to try that require egg noodle. And I got some cup noodles, which I always have to get when I go shopping. And banana chips. I like banana chips. Sometimes I'll eat them with craisins and chocolate, almost like the little Kraft Trios that I'm going to show you in a second. So I kind of make my own Kraft Trios with these, and they're really good. And I have some grits, instant grits, regular, original. I don't put cheese, salt, or any of that stuff in mine. I put sugar and butter. So that's why I got original. A lot of people will get them flavored with cheese already in it, and I don't eat my grits that way. And bananas and strawberries. I always get the big one because we go through these every day. We eat strawberries pretty much every day. And tomatoes, 3 large tomatoes. And then I also get the cherry tomatoes, which are pretty easy for salads. And then these are cucumbers for salads. And I also get fresh mushrooms. I typically get Baby Bella, but I didn't this time because I was being super cheap. So I got the cheaper branded mushrooms, and I got them sliced this time. Last time I got them whole. So sometimes I'll throw this also in stir fry, spaghetti. You can put them in anything. I just love cooking with mushrooms. And then here are the craft trios, guys. I think that these are such a good deal. I get them every grocery haul for the most part, unless I already have them. My kids love these as a snack. They're good, healthy, but they still get a little sweet treat. I usually get this one. This is their favorite, the sharp cheddar with the cherries and chocolate. Usually they are out of stock of these, so I'm very surprised that I got these this time. For whatever reason, the one with the craisins or the cherries and the chocolate are gone. And they usually have the ones with the banana chips. But I think they didn't have the one with the banana chips this time because I don't see those. I think they had to substitute. So I got white cheddar with the cranberries and chocolate. And then I got sharp cheddar with the cherries and chocolate. So my 4-year-old loves these. Absolutely loves these. So I usually try to get about 6 to 10, to be honest, because he'll eat them for a snack at least every other day, sometime during the day. And then I've got Parmesan, granulated Parmesan, but I decided to get shredded Parmesan just because, it's better. And we got some juices here. 2 of these were substituted because I got Great Value cran pomegranate, but they didn't have it, so they gave me Ocean Spray. But my kids like the grape cranberry or the grape pomegranate or the pomegranate. They like the darker juices only, but they will drink apple juice. So I'm either going to get these or I'm going to get apple juice. So I got 2 of each of the grape and then 2 of the cran pomegranate juices. And sometimes I mix these with water because they're pretty strong, just to dilute them a little bit. But, they really go through them pretty slowly. Then I've got some marinades. I haven't purchased marinade in a while, but I decided to this time. Teriyaki. And then I got some that I can use for chicken or pork, so herb and garlic. And then Mom wanted hot sauce, so I got some Louisiana hot sauce. She uses that often. And then I got 2 jars of the classic olive oil. Ran out of that. And then I got a smaller thing of orange juice. Last time I got a larger 128 ounce. This time I just got half that about. Tropicana is usually my go-to for that. And then I actually forgot to get this at Walmart, so I ran to Buc-ee's to get the Borden because Buc-ee's has Borden for $1.98 rather than $3.99. So we usually get we're right down the street from a Buc-ee's, so we usually get our milk from Buc-ee's. We don't buy it from the grocery store. So we'll do our grocery pickup, and then on the way home, we stop and get milk from Buc-ee's because that price is great. All right, and then we've got sodas. These are for my mom. We don't drink soda. I don't drink soda. My kids don't drink soda, but my mom does. So she always asks me to get Dr. Pepper and Coke 12 packs. So I got those for her. And she usually goes through these pretty slowly, but she's got to have them. And then I've got my breads here. These were substitutions. I think I got a lower brand of hamburger buns, and they gave me Sunbeam. And I got 2 of them because we've got some veggie patties that we want to try, which I think we might try today for dinner. And then we have a lot of them, so I just wanted to make sure I got 2 for one for another time and one for today. And then I got some bread, honey wheat. Mrs. Baird's. We love honey wheat bread in this house. And then I just got some cheap old hot dog buns for the kids during lunch because we have some hot dog wieners that I purchased. And I just wanted to make sure they had the hot dog buns to go with them. My kids actually will eat the wieners alone. So sometimes they just want me to cut up the hot dog wieners and just serve it to them like that. So that's why I usually get a lot of them, because sometimes they don't want the bun. They just want the wieners, and they like to dip it in the mustard or ketchup, like just without the bun. So I usually get a 16 count of that. I'll come back to the meat in a second. I've got also water. I just got the Great Value brand this time. Typically I will get Nestle, but this time this was just all that I saw online for 1, and for 2 it's just a better value. You get a 40 pack. It was like $2.98, so I had to get that. And now we'll go over to our last but not least, our frozen items. And we've got some fish, shrimp. I bought 2 packs of the Peel Divine Tail On. I got raw. Usually I don't get raw, but I wanted to get raw because I wanted to cook it fully through on my own. I have a hard time cooking the other kind of shrimp, so I just wanted to try to do it this way. I don't really typically cook shrimp a lot, but if I wanted to do foil packs on the grill or something like that, I can. You should be, it's better to do that with raw shrimp, completely raw. So I got 2 bags of the medium, and I don't have to do anything with them because they're already done. The tail is on, which is okay, which is fine. And then I got flounder, 2-pound bag, which is what I usually get. Flounder is a favorite in this house. Flounder is yummy. And then got some chicken. These are leg quarters, and I believe this is a 10-pound bag, so this will go a pretty good while. This is probably 3 meals right here. And I want to pay. I want to say it was about $7, maybe closer to 8 for that. And then I always get my larger bag of vegetables. I like this size, the 5-pound, just because, I can spread it out the way that I want to. And I always get the broccoli, and I usually get the cauliflower, but this time I got the California blend, which has the cauliflower, the carrots, and the broccoli inside, these are the main vegetables that we eat. And then we've got some sausage. My mom wanted some sausage, so we got the pork and beef Country Boy sausage pack. And then I showed you we've got our wieners here, beef only. And then I got salt pork, which is something I don't typically buy, but I plan on making pinto beans. And I throw some of this in there, not too much because you don't want them to be salty, but I do use some of the salt pork and the pinto beans along with vegetables and stuff like that when I'm making a really big pot of pinto beans. So that's why I purchased that. And then I've got French fries for the kids, large bag, golden crinkles. I just pop those in the oven. And then I got a pork loin, which I plan on actually shredding. I want to slow cook it and shred it, and cook, make it a different way. I'm not going to pop it in the oven like this. And then I got ground beef. Typically I try to get the 80% lean or the 93% lean, but as you guys know, beef is pricey, so I was being cheap this time and just decided to get the standard 73%. And that was $10. And then I used to get this a lot. I used to get a whole bunch of these. But I slowed down and decided to just, maybe only 1 or 2 packs, and try to stick with the chicken that's whole. But you could do anything with this chicken. I stir fry it with the vegetables sometimes. Sometimes I make it as a chicken fajita. But you could do so much with this and put it in so many things. I've made chicken Alfredo with this chicken. So it has many, many uses. But I got a family size, and this will be for 1 dinner, for whatever I decide to make with it. And underneath all of this yummy stuff, I got a lasagna. I don't purchase the Stouffer's lasagna often, but I did this time, and I have to get a party size because it's not that big. When you see it and you cook it and you take it out of the oven, it could feed all of us, and there'll be a little left. My kids love lasagna. We all love lasagna. It just adds a different, it's different than your chicken and vegetable or your beef and vegetable, pork and vegetable meals. So sometimes throwing in that lasagna makes it fun. Stouffer's lasagna, guys, is very, very delicious, I will say. I like it very much. And I don't buy it often because it's like $13-14 for this box. But I did this time just because when I do buy it, it's because I'm really looking to have a different type of meal during the week. So yeah, it's very, very good, and it's very filling. A party size is good for a family of 5 or 6. If you get the regular family size box, I feel like that will feed about 4. So I like to get this one. Just depends on how much you eat. And then I've got some more sausage by request of my mom. She loves sausage, and she loves beef sausage. So I have some different brands that I haven't heard of just because, for whatever reason, beef is low at Walmart. especially beef sausage to be more specific. So she said she's had Burton. She said it was good. So that's what I got. These are my lovely meatballs that will go in my spaghetti. This is all I put on my spaghetti. I love these pork meatballs at Walmart. They are delicious. My kids absolutely love them. You've heard me say that in my previous grocery hauls, that they just love this. So I got two because I'm having two spaghetti meals. And these are about $2.80 to $3.80 each. Really inexpensive, but they're so good because they already are balled up for you with all of the seasonings, and all you have to do is put them in the oven and serve them in your spaghetti. For my kids, I will cut them in either halves or fours after they're cooked and put them in the spaghetti, just because it's easier for them to eat, but they're so good. And then I've got some salmon, which I always have to get. I believe this is a 2-pound bag also. And this, I feel I could make 2 meals. You know, the salmon fillets are not big, but I feel like I've made 2 meals with a bag before. So, I don't know. It just depends on how many they throw in there. You never really know, but it's usually about 2 pounds. So, we'll see. And last but certainly not least, my youngest and his lovely beef little smokies. I usually get turkey, but the turkey, they don't have the big pack. They only have the 16 ounce, I want to say it is. And I just want a big pack because he eats a lot of them. And so rather than buying 2 of the small ones, which would cost me more, I've just decided to go with the beef and get the bigger pack. And he loves those for breakfast. So that is it, guys. This is my tour of my grocery order. It was a lot this time. I want to say I spent on this about, $320 bucks, $330, mostly because some of this stuff was a little pricey, like the lasagna, and some single items were like $10 and $11 and so on. So that's why it was a little pricey this time. But typically I spend between $250 and $300. So this one was a little bit larger. But thanks so much, guys, for joining me. I will see you on the next haul or the next video. And please don't forget to subscribe below. And if you like this video and want to see more, thumbs up. And I will see you next time. Bye, guys. Thank you.